Thanks so much for checking out my first video. Hey guys, KG here. I just wanted to make a quick video just to show you guys sort of the process that I go through when I am creating each specific page or each individual page of my Bonds comic. A little disclaimer before I get into anything. This is just how I draw comics. This is not the best way. It is not the only way. There really is no right or wrong way to draw comics. And yeah, so we're gonna get started, and we're just gonna get this right here, my little sketchbook. Before I do any of the coloring or the light arting or anything detailed, I do thumbnail sketches. Sorry, these are hard to see. I'm using my old Nikon camera to shoot this video because I would have used my cell phone to take this video because for some odd reason it takes really good video, but it's acting weird with my computer at the moment, so I'm just using my old Nikon. Yeah, sorry for bad quality or sound quality, picture quality, anything really. There's nothing I can do about it at the moment. Maybe one day I'll actually get a decent camera. Yeah, so anyway, thumbnail sketches. This is what I do before I do anything detailed for the comic pages. And thumbnail sketches are basically really small, really rough sketches of how I want the comic page or the individual comic page to turn out. It helps me get the composition right and how I want the panels to look, make sure everything flows correctly, and it's also a great way to figure out what I want each character to be doing in each panel. It's also a great way to script each panel, which is what I've done just a little bit in these two. So yeah, that's what I do. For anything else, I do thumbnail sketches, and they're really quick and easy to do. Like, takes 30 seconds just about to draw one, so yeah, easy. And so after that, I take a piece of this Borden and Riley bleed-proof paper. It's 180 pounds, 9 by 12 inches. Yeah, I use this for all my Copic marker stuff. So anyway, I take a piece of it's paper. I can't talk today. Well, I take a piece of the white paper because it's just regular white paper. Well, right, the color is regular white, whatever. And I cut it down to about 8.5 by 11. I do that mainly because my scanner is actually a little small, a little on the small side, and so I have to cut it down to like regular letter sized paper. Otherwise I run the risk of having, you know, part of the image cut off when I scan it in. So yeah, and there's nothing really I can do about it unless I get a bigger scanner, but that costs money that I do not have at the moment. So yeah, I cut it down. And I also get the outside of the paneling just kind of blocked in. And yeah, then I take a piece of regular old, nothing special about it, tracing paper. And I take both of those pieces of paper, both the marker paper and the tracing paper, to my light table right here. The brand is Artograph. Yeah. And I turn it on, and, well, actually I don't turn it on yet, but I sketch out what I want to happen in that specific comic page. I mean, it's just really rough sketch, kind of smudgy, whatever. I mean, just more, kind of more early planning stages stuff. Yeah, this is just to get everything a little more detailed so that after I'm done doing this, I take the marker paper underneath and I put it on top of it. I turn on my light table and the image will shine through, and then I trace it, cleaning it up a bit with these guys, my Copic multiliners. Hopefully you can see that. It's a little blurry. My camera won't focus. Dang camera. So yeah, and the sizes I typically use for my comics are the 0.7, 0.5, 0.3, 0.1, and the brush pen. There are a lot more than that, but I typically just use those 5. Yeah. Oh, and I've also got just a regular old white gel pen to help me clean up any little mistakes along the outside outside of the paneling, or also to add highlights and fun effects in the comic page itself. And so yeah, once I'm done with the sketch and the line art, I color the whole thing. And what I use to color are these guys right here. My Copic sketch markers, or is it Chow? I don't know, they're the oval ones, whichever ones those are. I don't have like the biggest collection out there, but what I've got serves its purpose. So yeah, I'm good with it. And then after I'm done coloring it, the comic page looks a little something like this. Yeah, looks a whole lot better with color, without color, let me tell you. A lot better with color than without color. Got that word. Anyway, so yeah, this is what it looks like before I stick it into Photoshop. And that's exactly the next thing I do. I stick it into Photoshop. My version of Photoshop is CS5, for those of you who are interested in knowing. Although you can find most of this information already in my FAQ on DeviantArt. I'll leave a link in the description to that if you guys are interested in checking that out. Anyway, so this is what the comic page itself looks like before I put it into Photoshop, and then when I put it into Photoshop, that's when I add the text bubbles and my watermark, and if I need to lighten or darken certain panels, add in extra little effects, and I also clean up any little mistakes that I may have missed during the coloring process. So yeah, and after I'm done fixing it in Photoshop, then I'm ready to post it. And yeah, that's pretty much my whole process right there. It takes me around 8 or 9 hours, probably maybe 10 if I'm really slow, to get one page done. I'm a very slow artist, unfortunately. I'm trying to work on that, but it's not coming along as quickly as I'd hoped. So yeah, what can you do? Just more practice. And yeah, so yeah, that's it. If you guys have any questions about any of the materials that I've used, where I got them or whatever, or even how long each step in the process takes me, like individually, feel free to leave me a comment or a message with your questions, and I will try to answer them as efficiently as I possibly can. Later days.